Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. It's 2024 and we are still in the Championship. And as you can see, we've played 4 games already. It's not gone well. It's not gone horrendously, but it's not gone well. Before we get into the matches that I've already played, let's go through the transfers. There's a lot of them. I've done a pretty big clear out. First to leave the club was Matteo Gabbia. He has signed permanently for Hull. 525k. It's not a lot of money. He was really disruptive, so I thought I'd get rid of him. Next up out the door was Axel Campiol. He's gone to Ipswich Town for about 50 pence and a packet of crisps. It wasn't a lot of money, but we weren't really playing him. Nicola Liali has also left. He's gone to Verona for not a lot of money. How much was it? I can't remember. It was 130k. And then Iranian striker Hamid Mohammadi has left. He's gone to Esteglal. Where are they even from? They're from Iran. Okay, he's gone back to Iran. He's cost them 185k, but there is a 50% future transfer fee sell-on thingy, so if he leaves, because he's somehow managed to get a work permit, I'm going to get a chunk of that money. One player that I'm not happy to really let go is Ali Ramadan. He has gone for 1.something million, 1.9, 2.8 million. 2.8 million to Freiburg in Germany. Once again, a 50% sell-on for Ali Ramadan. He's playing in Europe, so we might see a huge return from him. Another player out the door is Thibaut Verlinden. He's gone to Real San Sebastian, which is Real Sociedad, if I'm not mistaken. He's gone for £2.7 million. Decent bit of money for a player that wasn't playing for us. And finally, Ethan Ampadu has left. He's gone to Stoke. And I didn't want to get rid of Ampadu, but when someone comes in for £10 million for a Championship standard centre-back, you can't say no. So Ethan Ampadu is now playing, I think, back in the Premier League for Stoke. We got a large amount of money for him, but it did mean we had to replace him. The problem is, I didn't. Instead, I bought a goalkeeper, because I love buying goalkeepers. Carlos Carreras, 24-year-old Spanish goalkeeper, joined from Girona, £1.4 million. He is a very, very good keeper. He's actually keeping Johnny Davison out of the starting lineup, although, as you can see down the bottom, he's let in 11 goals in 4 games. So, maybe Johnny might be the keeper for us. I've also signed English left-back Ben Treacher from Arsenal. He's cost 950k. Basically, his contract was up, and I kind of needed him, and I had to pay a buyout clause thing for him. So he's come in. He's all right. I thought he was better than what he is. A deal that was agreed a very long time ago. Zdravko Toma has joined from Baka. He's gone out on loan to Peterborough. He's a left winger. He's all right. He didn't cost anything. I've also managed to pick up John Flanagan on a free transfer. He's come in. Basically, he's a backup for Stevie Simpson. He's 31, he's got 1 England cap, he's alright, he's not the best, but he's a backup. Well, he's actually a rotation. Another right-back who's joined is Srdjan Lilic, a Serbian right-back, although looking at the shape that he's got going on over here, I'm going to train him up as a centre-back. He's a lot better as a centre-back than he is a full-back. He's 5'11", so he's got the height, he's got the determination, so that's my plan for him. And there is a return of one of our former youth players. Trevor Mills has joined on loan from West Ham as a backup. He left us basically when I first joined, I think. He came through the youth team. I played 1 game. He played 1 game for me. And then the board accepted an offer and he went off to Premier League West Ham. We're not really paying a lot of money for him. It's only £2,700 a week. And he's English, which is also another... It's a positive. That's one of the things I've been trying to do is get English players in. And French ones. I've got a French one in. Alan Carudin? Don't know. Probably call him Alan from now on. He's also joined permanently, £1.4 million. He's joined from Huddersfield. Decent striker. Not prolific. He scored a total of 6 goals his entire career. In addition to all of those players in and out, there's quite a big list of players who've also left. Federico Fernandez has left, Pat Sandaka, Martin Gracia, Josh Pask, Jonathan Dinzey, Gideon Zelalim, Callum Dolan, David Kovacic, Bradley Winstanley, Sam Rendell, David Kelly, Graham Marsh, Lewis Gibbons and Dave Davies, great name. They've all left on a free transfer. Well, Fernandez has retired. And as always, there's a huge list of players who've gone out on loan. Some of them I've already recalled. So Mark Durand and Paul Oakdina went out on loan. I've recalled them back because I need them. I realise that. Lohovi's gone out on loan to Scunthorpe. Montoya's gone to Malaga. Interesting thing about Montoya, if we look at him, he's playing in Spain. If we go to eligibility, nope, it's there. There we go. If he finishes the season in Spain, he can become Spanish, which is amazing. He's labelled as the next Yeltsin Tejeda. Great. Collignon, the goalkeeper's gone out on loan to Charleroi. Leonardo Suarez to Chievo. Jim Glendon, Clive Todd, Vasil Lup. I think I've recalled Vasil Lup as well. Bellarmino Figueroa has gone out on loan to France. Mbai, Michael Forrest, Abdoulaye Fall, Steve King, Sebastian Thompson, Mick Hart, Adam Hansen, Josh Tipping, Paul Blake, Zdravko Toma. Ryan's gone out on loan to Harrogate. David Ward has gone out on loan. And finally, Curtis Headley has also gone out on loan. Couple other players that did come in, which are useless. I don't know why I signed them. I've got my head of youth development buying people, and I keep forgetting. So he's signed Neil Bentley, junk. He's also signed Scott Smith, who's junk. I might have signed this guy, Nathan Turner. If we just get a history, and so he was kind of a star for me back in the old Vanarama South. He's not going to play any games, not a chance in the Championship. But I thought I'd just bring him back because why not? He's not horrendous. So as I mentioned, our start of the season has been a little bit questionable. We started with a 2-1 victory against Sheffield United. I thought, great, here we go. Gianluigi Pacheco Rossa with a goal after 47. Damianov scored a penalty on 71. Michael Santos opened the scoring for Sheffield United after 2 minutes. Good victory. 4-0 against Mansfield in the Carabao Cup was next. Doesn't really matter who scores. Seams gets a hat-trick and Mays scores. There you go. Adam Fenton also got himself sent off. Then we got battered by Sunderland. Seems like a common theme. Alfie Jones scoring an own goal. Then a 3-3 draw with Brighton. We're conceding goals like it's fun to do it. Iglio and Seens with 2 goals. Corley Woodrow with 2. And Stefan Velkov also with a goal for Brighton. That's a point. Then conceding 4 more goals, this time against West Brom. Adel Madeb and Joseph Seens with the goals for us. Ryan Tulloch gets 2. Tim Penfold gets 2 for West Bromwich Albion. A defeat. Then we played Port Vale in the Carabao Cup in the second round. A 2-0 victory. Michael Gasser and Class Mays with the goals for us. Sets up a tie against Man City in the third round, which I'm not looking forward to. Today, we're going to have Bradford. It is the last day of the transfer window. We're going to play Bradford. I was going to do the Reading game, but I thought, no, let's do Bradford, because we might win this one. Bradford's form is fair, ours is inconsistent, despite the fact we've won more games than they have. Okay. Before we go anywhere, I want to just point out, in the top right-hand corner, I've got the instant result button. I'm not using it on this save, it's for a different save that I'm doing in my own personal time, so ignore that. Starting lineup we're going to go for. Johnny Davison is going to return to the starting lineup because Carreras not doing so well. Back 4, Steve Simpson. Mark Durand, like I said, went out on loan, brought him back. Rafael Capone has extended his loan for another year, which is really helpful. And Jamal is the left back. 3 midfielders. Deep lying playmaker of Michael Gasser. Tarasi is the advanced playmaker. Iglio is the Carolero on the right hand side. The strikers we're going to go for today, Pacheco Rosso is going to spearhead the attack with Paul Oakdina to his left and Dick McMillan to his right. I've just realised, where is he? Is he injured? He's not injured, he's just not playing. Adel Madeb, who for some reason I keep calling Medabed, he's going to sit on the bench. Have we got enough? Oh, we don't have enough English players. This I'm still having this problem. I'm really struggling with this, partially because there's some players who probably should count as homegrown Johnny Davison, but for some reason he doesn't. Right, I've done a change. Jamal has been dropped completely from the squad, and it's going to be Ben Treacher who's going to get his debut. He's alright as a wing-back. He's 2.5 star. That's okay, I can work with that. Squad numbers, Paul Oakdina gets a 40, and Alan gets a 20, who's sat on the bench, by the way. Very attacking lineup for them, very attacking lineup for us. Good. Anyone of interest? Is that Dujon Sterling? That is Dujon Sterling. They've also got Carl Bartley, Ben Sheaf. Who's this guy? Omar Richards. Richardson. It's Richards. It's clearly Richards. Right. This should be a win. They're low down in the table, but then again, so are we. Do you like the way I'm just completely ignoring the fact that we lost in the playoff final really, really disappointingly? That's because it happened about 4 or 5 days ago for me. For you, it was yesterday, in theory. First highlight of the game. It's going Bradford's way. No, it's not. Kelly tackles. Treacher doesn't get there with the second one. It's crossed in. Sheriff? Was that his name? It's hit the post. It's gone wide. It doesn't matter. Half an hour played, and that is the only highlight so far of the game. We are, by the looks of it, having much better the ball. We've got a highlight. Iglio with a free kick. It's a penalty. It's going to be a penalty. Damianov is normally the penalty taker, but he's sat on the bench because he doesn't really fit the formation. So it looks like it's going to be Michael Gasser to step up and take it. Left-footed. Where's he going to put it? Right in the bottom corner. Great penalty. 1-0 up against Bradford, away from home. I'll take this. It looks like it's going to stay 1-0 all the way through to half-time. It's not been exactly action-packed, has it? But we have had 8 shots, 5 on target, to their 4 and 0 on target. Assistants team talk was scintillating. Right, we're going to do... Dick McMillan's coming off. We're going to bring on Alan. He's going to be called Alan because there's not a chance I can pronounce that. Medabed sat there. It's not Medabed. I noticed this when I was editing. His name is not Medabed, it's Medeb. Don't know why I'm adding an extra bed in there. I think Bradford I think they've just come up. I think that's why they're kind of like a new team to me. They've just been promoted from League One. So in theory, these should be one of the easier sides. Simpson gets the ball, crosses in. Pacheza Rossa at the front post, makes it 2-0. Just 49 seconds, I think, into the second half. I want to destroy them. I really do. I want to put like 5 or 6 past them now. Got nothing against them. I just want to win a game very, very comfortably. 65 minutes in, Oak Dean is coming off. Medeb is going to come on. Do we bring Damianov? Damianov is also going to come on for Tarasi. He can't really play there, but he'll work it out. He'll work it out. He's a clever lad. Sheaf with a free kick, edge of the area, is gone for goal, hits the top of the bar, and it is going to be a goal kick. 73rd minute, thrown from Omar Richards. Flores for Bradford. Ogbene to Esposito. Through ball, doesn't get anywhere. Capone's going to play it back to the keeper. Davison kicks it just to Treacher. I thought he was going to absolutely put his foot through it, but it doesn't want to bother. Makasi heads to Esposito. Ogbene's ball out wide to Kelly. Kelly can't control it. Treacher questionably tackles him. Medeb now. Medeb through ball to Pacheza Rosso, who should be one of the best strikers in the world, but when he has finishes like that, he's terrible. He's not one of the best strikers in the world, but in terms of our team, he should be one of our better players. Free kick on the halfway line for Bradford. Sheaf out to Richards. Ogbene's got Stevie Simpson for company. Simpson's closing it down again. No, he's not. Flores back to Esposito. Makasi, don't know. Esposito again. Through ball over the top. It's going to be... No one got it. Why didn't we bother... Who was that? Who were you? Is that Durand? I can't tell. I think it's Durand. It is Durand. Don't know why he didn't bother closing it down. What an idiot. And now we're going to go defensive because I really don't want to lose a game or draw a game, basically. I want 3 points. Just give me 3 points now. Corner for Damianov on the 94th minute. Iglio, edge of the area, finds Medeb. Medeb has an effort. It's saved by Southwood. That is going to be the end of the game. It's going to be a 2-1 win, which I'm happy with. It wasn't exactly comfortable. We conceded a very, very soft goal, but an away win against a newly promoted side, I'll take it. Team talk was amazing. Oh, Sasa, you're go in the way of old, what's his name, Derek. It is almost transfer deadline day, I think. I think it's, a couple of days. So we've got until the 2nd. I've got £10 million to spend. I've got 30k a week, maybe, that I can also spend. So I'll keep you updated if I do any transfers. It is 10:30 on deadline day, and there has been some transfer activity already. 4 moves in total, 2 in and 2 out. The first out is Nenad Lazovic. He's gone on loan to Notts County. Decent Serbian goalkeeper, needs to get some football. The other out is Marko Zunic, has gone on loan to Chesterfield. 23-year-old Serbian winger. I don't play wingers. Again, needs to get some football. And the first of the ins is Andre Dazel, 25-year-old English central midfielder. I'm sure you've heard of him. Not as good on this one as he was on the last one. Decent option, and he's English. That's basically why I've gone for him. And my big, potentially panic buy of the window so far, Maurice Sportelli. He's joined for £2.3 million. Italian centre-back, can fill in midfield if he needs to. I don't think he ever will. He's 6'3". He's a centre-back. He's 100% a centre-back. Dazel, by the way, cost 140k, so he's not really hurting the bank at all there. I've just realised a player that I completely missed. Mirko Antonucci, he's joined Preston, free transfer. That was earlier on in the window. I feel like there's more that I just haven't mentioned. Basically, this is my transfer business. £16.5 million in. Most of it, Ethan Ampadu and Thibaut Verlinden. 6.5 spent. Most of it spent on Sportelli, Allen, and Carles Carreras. We've still got half of the day left for the window, so there's still time. The transfer window has just closed. One final bit of news. Matthew Webster joined AFC Fylde on loan and got himself a concussion somehow. Probably not on the trip to Fylde. Major failed transfers, interestingly. Steve Simpson to West Brom. They were constantly bidding and I was just rejecting. Simpson wasn't getting annoyed, so I didn't mind. Alfie Jones also was a subject to a few bids. I don't want to get rid of him. He's my club captain. Last time I did that, I did struggle to replace him. So, end of the episode. A bit of a weird one, this one. We are sat mid-table. What a surprise. We are, 3 points off of playoffs. It's far too early in the season to tell. 3 points off a playoff. A lot more points off of relegation zone. Barnsley, Forest and Bradford and Preston all had pretty terrible starts. I've just seen Bournemouth got relegated. That could be interesting. Next episode, we're going to go... Let's go Derby-Wigan. We'll go Derby-Wigan. Much like last season, I want to try and get this entire thing done in the best part of a week. So we'll go... maybe we go a bit further. Maybe Wolves. Ooh, that one. There we go. Bournemouth Forest. So there's going to be a huge gap between episodes. What's that? 10 games, maybe? We'll see Bournemouth and we'll see Nottingham Forest. Hopefully by that point, we are fighting for playoffs, if not sat in the middle of playoffs. That's what I want to be doing. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.